camera's so close to the thing. It is a little too close. You know what might happen is a foul ball.
Live from Les Eva Field in Grass Valley, California. Tonight, it's women's fast-pitch softball. Holdrege and Kull versus Hansen Brothers Magic. All the action is coming up next on your Nevada County Game of the Week. Welcome back, everyone. This is Marty Mortensen along with the Touchdown production crew here this evening, and we're going to bring you some fast-action women's softball game here this evening between the Hansen Brothers Magic and the Holdrege and Kull ladies team. And one of the things that, as they're warming up, you can see them warming them up out in the field right now. One of the things that was brought up to me this evening was that the ages of this league can range anywhere from 14 years up to 50 years. So you got women from all age groups, and both of these teams come into tonight's game playing for the lead in their division. As 5 teams in the league, and both of these two top-rated teams right now are sitting at 6-1, only one loss apiece, and so the winner of tonight's game will have sole possession of first place as they continue their action in this women's Western Nevada County softball recreational league. Although some of the even though they call it a recreational league, some of these young ladies take it very seriously, and so we're looking to see a very exciting game here this evening. All right, we'll be right back after a word from these very fine underwriters. Your Nevada County Game of the Week is brought to you by Liberty Motors and New Liberty Outlet of Grass Valley. Gary Alkenbreck and Tom Rubino and Val Vittigan support the Children of Chernobyl program. It's Liberty Motors and the New Liberty Outlet of Grass Valley. And by Hansen Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals of Grass Valley. Orson and Helen Hansen, along with Sue Peterson, support women's fast-pitch softball. It's Hansen Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals of Grass Valley. And by Premier Plumbing and Irrigation Supply of Nevada City. Mark and Chuck Ryan, along with Kerry McDonald, support youth sports in Nevada County. Premier Plumbing and Irrigation Supply of Nevada City. And by Grass Valley Glass of Grass Valley, Shauna and Marty Sawin support NU Minor Football. It's Grass Valley Glass of Grass Valley. And by the new Accent Lighting of Grass Valley, Donna and Arnold Goldberg support Music in the Mountains summer concerts. It's the new Accent Lighting of Grass Valley. And by Sports Fever of Grass Valley, new owners Jason and Jill Auld support youth activities in Nevada County. It's Sports Fever of Grass Valley. And by Touchdown Productions, Nevada County's leader in sports television. Don't forget to join us next week for more of this fast-pitch women's softball action, all coming to you from Les Eva Field here in beautiful Grass Valley. Beautiful evening here this evening, as we're about ready to have the first pitch. Talk to both coaches. They're looking for an exciting game here this evening. Like I had mentioned earlier, both teams are 6-1, and they put a couple of fine squads here together. The manager is Willie Wilcox for the Hansen Brothers Magic. He's been managing this team for 13 years, and he's assisted by Tim Rourke as one of the coaches. And as we move over to Holdrege and Kull, this fine women's fast pitch team is led by Jeff Bealey. He's got his daughter playing on the team, or it might Sierra Bealey, the pitcher. So I assume it's his, spelled the same, so I assume it's his daughter. She's number 5. She's on the mound right now. taking a few warm-ups. The umpires for tonight's game is Paul Bastilios. He'll be umpiring behind home plate, and on the first base path will be Charlie Williams. All right, here's the warming up and taking infield, and there's the pitcher for the Holdrege and Kull team. This is Sarah Bealey. She's the starting pitcher tonight.
Sir, can I ask you to move this camera back away from the fence? I don't want to be liable for it. Okay.
Yeah, they've got the umpire is before he's going to start the game. He wants to get our camera moved back just a little bit behind the home plate area a little bit, as he doesn't want to be responsible for any of the action. So we'll have to send somebody down. We'll be down.
No, but I read about it. Yeah. Well, you know what? He sat there and he stayed in the crowd position. This guy, the first couple innings, he was.
All right, so we're just about ready to get started here in this women's fast pitch action between the Hansen Brothers Magic and Holdrege and Kull team. Holdrege and Kull will be the home team tonight. They'll be out in the outfield first, and leading off for tonight's Hansen Brothers Magic squad will be Shannon Roman. She'll be playing left field, followed by Honey Holbrook in center field, and Nicole Picard playing at third base.
No, I read about that.
Also on the other team, there is a Picard and Jessica Picard. She'll be catching for Holdrege and Kull, and she's the sister of Nicole Picard. So we got two sisters, both on opposite teams. So if the parents are here tonight watching this game, they're going to have a hard time rooting for a particular team because they've got daughters on both sides of the field. So we're just about ready to start here at Les Eva Field.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't understand that part. Okay.
Little confirmation.
No, I was coming to you.
Oh, the player is out on the warm-up area as the coach comes out. That's Jeff Bealey. He'll be giving the final instructions. We're about ready to start play. Here at this diamond, we've got fences are out 250 feet, so it's going to take a big poke by these young ladies to get a ball over the fence. However, I noticing a cone out there in the field. That may be a marker for the home run if the ball goes over that area, but I only see one, so apparently it might not be the, I guess they play the fence as the fence. Some of the rules that they have that are different from other softball leagues is that you can borrow two players from from some other team to fill out your squad for that evening. So it's one of those things where if you're short players, you can go borrow a player from another team, and we've got that here this evening as Hansen Brothers is short a player, and they'll be bringing in a I don't know which one it is, but there is a player that they're borrowing from another squad to fill in tonight. So that'll make it competitive. So you don't have to play short players. So you can go out, and if you can make the arrangements, you can bring in a substitute player. Everybody gets a chance to bat, and so they'll be able to bat and not have to play a position. So as the umpire, Paul Bastilios, is brushes off the plate and official warm-ups begin, we'll be starting all the action on this Western Nevada County Recreational League here from Les Eva Field in Grass Valley, California. The sun's about ready to set. It's out just starting to go down over the right field area. Some of the field is in sun. Some of it is still in the shade. It makes for a little bit awkward picture at this point. But as soon as the sun goes completely down, we'll be able to get a good view of all the players as we're about ready to start. As
But I mean, I'm just saying.
Sierra Ville is
Serious about this. This is what I'm willing to do.
Is warming up, and catching behind the plate for Holdrege and Kull is Jessica Picard.
Yeah, I did this when I was 13.
She's got all that catching gear.
In those days, there was no such thing.
All right, leading off for Hansen brothers is Shannon Roman. She'll be playing left field. She's about ready to stand in, and this game is just about underway. Throw down to second base, out into center field, as Jessica unloads a wild pitch out into center field.
I don't think you're going to get away with anything. Yeah, you did. 5 years ago.
All right, the
Okay, I'm going to score.
team meeting out there at the pitcher's mound as they go over their final strategies, as all the girls talk it over. As Shannon Roman will be stepping in to lead off the top half of the first inning. High fives all around, and we're ready to go for all this exciting Western Nevada County Recreational League action. All right, Sierra looks in for the sign. Umpire crouches down behind the plate. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. Oh, swung on a ground ball to third base. Vicki Graham made a nice fielding play, picked up the ball, fired to first base. First pitch, first out. As that play goes 5-3 on the first pitch, that brings up Honey Holbrook, the center fielder. Batting left-handed. Infield is in. Here's a pitch, a little late swing. She had a nice rip at it. Fouled it back to the screen for strike one. Just getting started here in tonight's Women's League action. Sierra looks in. Oh, swung on. Nice pitch on the inside part of the plate. Swung on a miss. Strike two. Honey bangs the bat on the ground a little bit, and then a little bit in disgust, as she thought maybe she should have had that one. Infield is in. Takes a good look. Here's the pitch. There's the pitch is high, a little curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Honey Holbrook, the center fielder. Sierra looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Oh, changeup, low. Tried to cross her up a little bit. Good eye in there by Honey as she let that pitch go by. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Oh, swung on. Catcher dropped the ball, but goes down as a strikeout for the second out. That brings up Nicole Picard. She'll look back and say hello to her sister as she steps in there. Both young ladies look very athletic. Like she has a nice open stance. As inside, ball 1. All right, Sierra looks in. There's a good pitch, strike. Nice fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, just about ready for the next pitch. Swung on, popped up. Her sister would give her a break and drop the ball, but she doesn't do it, so pop out to the catcher. 3 up, 3 down. So we go into the bottom half of the first inning for the Hansen brothers Magic. 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no errors. Go into the bottom half of the first inning as there's score remains 0-0. All right, pitching for tonight's Magic will be Shelley Ordaway. She's on the mound. That's Shelley Ordaway, the pitcher, and behind the plate as her catcher for tonight's game will be Laura.
Thank you very much.
Rocoats. She'll be doing the catching. So that'll be the battery combination tonight for Hansen Brothers Magic, as both of these teams come into tonight's game with 6 wins and 1 loss. So, like I had mentioned earlier, the winner of tonight's game will take sole possession of first place. Warm up going out in the outfield and the infield as everybody loosens up for the bottom half of the first inning. Megan Griggs will be leading off for Holdrege and Kull, followed by Sierra Bealey and Ashley Griggs. So a little conference on the mound as they try to give encouragement to their pitcher. That's Shelley Ordaway talking last-minute conversation with her catcher, and that's Laura Rocoats. All right, stepping into the batter's box for Holdrege and Kull is Megan Griggs. She's the shortstop. All right, infield's in. Outfield is medium depth. First pitch is fastball low and inside. Ball 1. Megan looks down at the Jeff Bealey for the sign. There's a good pitch. Curveball on the outside part of the play. Had the take sign on there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anytime you can get a base runner in this league and you can capitalize. Oh, swung on at a high fastball. Because all right, 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Megan Griggs. Swung on. Oh, got it way out in front of that one and lined it. Good contact. Lined it down the left field line. Hit the backstop and the screen, and then ricocheted out into the field. So that'll go as a long strike. And the count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a wind-up and the pitch by Shelley. Swung on, a high fastball popped out over the stands. And it's out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Megan Griggs definitely likes that high fastball, as she's jumped on 2 high fastballs that were in her eyes. So she's looking to get a good cut at Shelley's fastball. There's another fastball, a little bit high. There's a good shot of Megan. Ooh, just outside corner. Shelley wanted that one, no question about it. She thought she had a strikeout. 3 balls, 2 strikes now, full count on Megan Griggs. Ooh, inside walk. Looked like it might have been a little bit high. So there's your first base runner tonight's game as Megan draws a walk. That brings up Sierra Bealey. Oh, attempted bunt high and inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Flashes the sign down to her again. There's an attempted bunt, foul tip for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That little riser there just nicked the bat. Has Sierra turned around to bunt. All right, Shelley looks in for there's a button, gets by the catcher. It's going to go on down to second base is Megan Griggs on that pass ball. Now they got a runner in scoring position. There's the ball swung back to the Backstop. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sign flash by the coach down there at third base. That's Jeff Beeley. There's the pitch. Oh, check 3. Strike 3. She tried to check. Couldn't keep from going around. That's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Ashley Griggs. All right, here's Ashley. Gonna Kemp the bunt. She bunts it down the third baseline, foul. I think this is a young lady who's is the 14-year-old in this league, and I asked her before the game if she was intimidated by all these bigger girls and older girls and young ladies, and she said, "I play in a more competitive league than this." So she all-around fine lady softball player. As Ashley looks down at the coach for the sign. Oh, there's a ball hit back. She'll advance the runner to third base. She got good wood on it. Hit it right back to the pitcher. Threw out this first base for the out. That goes as 1-3 for the second out of the inning. And that brings up Jessica Picard. Oh, there's a pitch swung on as Jessica swung through that ball. That's a ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a pitch swung on, fouled back into the screen. Yeah, most of these young ladies, I was talking to Coach Tim Rourke, and he indicated that most of these girls are out of high school, although one of our the young lady that just batted, Ashley Griggs, a few minutes ago, she is a 14-year-old, but most of them are out of high school. There's a ball swung on down the third baseline, foul. Good stop by the coach out there at third base. All right, Shelley looks in for the sign. Swung on, hit right back to it. That'll be the third out of the inning. Sure enough. That goes 1-3 for the putout. So for the Holdrege and Kull team here this evening in the bottom half of the first inning, had a leadoff walk. Couldn't capitalize. Moved the runner all the way over to third base on a pass ball and an infield out, but came up with no runs on no hits, no errors. So after 1 complete inning of play, the score still remains a 0-0. All right, your Nevada County Game of the Week is brought to you by these fine underwriters. All right, Ernie's Van and Storage and American Red Ball Movers of Grass Valley, Stewart and Douglas Sowell support American Legion Baseball. It's Ernie's Van and Storage and American Red Ball Movers of Grass Valley. And by Plaza Tire and Auto of Nevada City and Penn Valley. Mike and Mike Hauser are proud to support Grass Valley Youth Sports. It's Plaza Tire and Auto of Nevada City and Penn Valley. And by Nevada City Auto Parts of Nevada City. Brian Ammon and his entire staff are proud supporters of Nevada Union Minor Football. It's Nevada City Auto Parts of Nevada City. And by the House of Print and Copy of Grass Valley. Sandy Conley and Patty Free are happy to underwrite sports television on Channel 11 FCAT. The House of Print and Copy of Grass Valley. And by Walker's Office Supply of Grass Valley. Mike Anderson is a proud sponsor of Little League Baseball. It's Walker's Office Supply of Grass Valley. Hairlines of Nevada City. Michelle Brown is a proud sponsor of Nevada Union Junior Minor Football. It's Hairlines of Nevada City. And by Touchdown Productions, Nevada County's leader in sports television. And don't forget to join us next week as we continue with women's fast pitch softball from Les Eva Memorial Park here in beautiful Grass Valley, California. We'll be looking at some other fine teams from this recreational league as we continue to bring you all this Nevada County sports coverage here on your Nevada County Game of the Week. All right, coming up to bat now for Hansen Brothers is Krista Dowling, the first baseman. There's a ball on inside. Ball one. One ball, no strikes. No score here in the top half of the second inning. See, deep in the batter's box. There's a ball called strike one. Jessica Picard could not handle that. Got away from her a little bit, but no harm. Nobody on base. One ball, one call strike. Oh, swung on a high fastball. That was good pitch in there by Sierra Bealey. She looks in for the sign, shakes it off a couple, and now she's, there's a ball, base hit. Oh, got by the left fielder, going on down to second base. And she throws it back into the infield as there's a leadoff single with an error by the left fielder, so she'll move down to. That was Krista Dowling with a one strike count. Hit a line drive down the between short and third, hard smash. Got by the left fielder, and she moves down to second base. So we have a leadoff runner on second base, and that brings up Elisa Childers. Swung on right down the right field line. Coming in to score as the throw goes into second base. She was running all the way. So Elisa hits the first pitch right down the right field line. That drives in the run as Krista Dowling scores all the way from second base. She never looked back. That continue to run. So now with a runner on first base and nobody out, that's brings up Shelley Ordaway, the pitcher. She got a chance to help her own cause here. She's going to try to lay down a bunt. It gets. There's a smash right up to the pitcher. No play at second base. Fires to first and throws it away as it goes on down the right field line. Alicia Childers advances over to third base. Shelley's on with an error on the pitcher as she fielded the ball cleanly, but was going to make a throw to second base and realized there was going to be was too late for the force out. Kind of haphazardly threw the ball to first base, and it got by the first baseman, and that allowed Alicia to move all the way down to third base. And now advancing over to second base is Shelley Ordaway. So now with nobody out, we've got runners on second and third, and Laura Rocotes is the batter. Oh, smash by Lauren. Keeps it in front of her, fires to first base, and there is the out. So that drives in the run. Second run of the inning as Lauren picks up an RBI on the first out. Moving over to third base is Shelley Ordaway. And that brings up Camille Gould, the right fielder. All right, the infield's in, trying to cut this run off at the plate. Swung on. Swung on down the right field line, goes into the men's lavatory. She could stand up there with a whole bucket of balls and not hit that one in there again. All right. No balls, one strike. Runner on third base. One out here in the top half of the second inning as there's a smash to the shortstop. No play at, and she throws it away at second base. Coming in to score on that play is Shelley. On at first base is Camille Gould on the air on the second baseman. That brings up Emily Surface, the second base. There's a ball that was inside and high. Swung on, hit down the right field line. The right fielder comes in. No play. Second baseman couldn't make a play on it as they've all converged over there down the right field line, and it just got outside the fence for a strike one. One ball, one strike. Here on Emily Surface, the second baseman.
I'm sorry. What do you think, Will?
All right, one ball, one strike. Sierra looks in for the sign from Picard. There's a bunt out in the front of the plate. Picard's got it, throws to first base, got the out. Good play by catcher Jessica Picard as she jumped out from behind the plate, pounced on that ball, and threw it down to the first baseman, Tammy Bridges, and be able to make that out. That's second out of the inning. Moving on down to second base is Camille Gould, and that brings up Rosie Gallion. First base. Yeah, over at, on first base, that's Tammy Bridges. Probably two outs now. Runner on second base. Rosie Gallion is up. There's the ball that was called strike one, a little bit high. Oh, good cut. Swung on a miss, strike two. As Sierra's going to try to take this out herself, as the infield's been a little weak behind her in this inning. A couple errors have cost them a couple runs. There's a base smash down to shortstop, over to first base. Run by the... Coming in to score is Camille Gould, as she comes in and scores on the air by the shortstop. So a big inning here for the Hansen Brothers Magic team. This brings up Shannon Roman. Gets by the catcher going down to second base. She's going to be out if the throw's there, and she's out. Yes, it is. Oh, when that right hand goes up in the air, it looks like an out call to me, but she was safe. Her foot came off the bag, but the tag wasn't there. There's the ball hit to the third baseman. She'll fire to first base and make the play. Tammy makes the out. So that goes 5-3 as Shannon grounds out to end the inning. But here in the top half of the second inning, Hansen Brothers Magic come up with 2 hits and 4 runs, 3 errors in the inning, which were a big factor. So here in the after 1 1/2 inning of play, it's your Hansen brothers Magic 4 and Holdrege and Kull nothing. All right. Shelley Ordaway has been staked now to a 4-run lead, and when you've got 4 runs in this fast pitch, it's going to be that's tough to make a comeback from that. Get a good pitcher out there and good defense, exactly what you need in this game. And so far, the defense kind of let the Holdrege and Kull team down last inning as they made 3 errors, resulting in 4 runs after the first 2 batters were on. So we go to the bottom half of the first inning, and leading off for the Holdrege and Kull team is Danielle Meadland, and followed by Carla Kemp and Vicki Graham. Danielle's got a chance to make up for her couple of errors in that last inning, as she'll be leading off here in the bottom half of the second inning. All right, swung on, flied out into center fielder. Center fielder comes in. That's Honey Holbrook comes in, makes that put out. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That brings up Carla Kempen, the right fielder. All right, Shelley looks in for the sign and fires the ball on the inside part of the plate. Ball 1, 1 ball, no strike. Look out, inside, little change up. Ball 2, 2 balls, no strike. Shelley looks in for the sign. She's got it. Here's the pitch. There's the ball swung on, fouled back into the backstop. There's a pitch inside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Gets by. Lauren comes back to get that ball off the backstop as it got by her. All right, 3 balls, 1 strike. She had to come in with this one. Swung on, hit. Ooh, good thing that second net is up there as it was coming back this way. All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes. I'm going to need all the help I can get here when that ball comes back here. Oh, inside corner, and it's strike 3 call, little delayed call. Everybody was looking back. Carla looked back to see was that a ball or a strike. The umpire was a little bit delayed on that and called it a called strike 3. All right, 2 down here in the bottom half of the second inning. And that brings up Vicki Graham, the third baseman. There, swung on and missed, strike 1. Vicki's made a couple fine plays out there at third base here this evening. Strong throws across the diamond to first base to get the runner. That ball inside. She jumps out of the way. 1 ball, 1 strike. Close stance, swung on, fouled back into the screen. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out here in the bottom half of the second inning as the Hansen brothers Magic continues to lead by a score of 4-0. There's the pitch. Oh, swung back and fouled again. A high fastball that was fouled back into the screen. She knows that she went fishing at a ball that was a little bit out of the strike zone, but it goes as strike 2 remains. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a pitch. Swung on it. Missed. Got by the catcher. Fires down to first base. The inside part of the diamond. Got the call. Has a nice stretch in there by Krista Dowling at the first base. Makes the put out. That goes as a strikeout. And it goes 2-3. So 3 up, 3 down. Here in the bottom half of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the top half of the third inning. Hansen Brothers continues to lead by a score of 4-0. All right, if you haven't got a chance to, or if you do get a chance to come out here and watch this exciting women's fast pitch softball, come on out. Nice, cool evening.
Well, let me see.
And be sure to come on by and watch all this action. It's fast and furious. Very fine caliber players out here. So we go to the top half of the third inning. Leading off for Hansen Brothers will be Honey Holbrook and Nicole Picard, followed by Krista Dowling, the first baseman who started the rally in that top half of the top half of the second inning by singling out into left field, and the ball got by the left fielder, resulting in an error. And she moved over to second base, and then another single, another error, and next thing you know, Hansen Brothers Magic has picked up 4 runs. So let's see if the defense can tighten up a little bit now for Holdrege and Kull, as they've got to settle down and put a stop to the rallies that so far have been happening by Hansen Brothers. All right, Honey Holbrook, center fielder, batting left-handed, steps in under the batter's box. She struck out her first time up. Honey Holbrook, center fielder. Infield is in, kind of looking for a bunt. But I think with her power, she'll be hitting away. Ooh, inside pitch. Jumped out of the way. Ball 1, 1 ball, no strike. Honey steps out of the batter's box, looks down for the sign. So, smash down that left field line. Got by the third baseman, and boy, that was a hard smash over there at third base, as Vicki Graham had no play on that. So there's a leadoff single by Honey Holbrook that's smashed down the left field line and brings up Nicole Picard. She shows a bunt, and she pulls the bat back. Oh, she's going to be out of there. Yes, sir. As the second baseman came in behind, that was a bang-bang play. A fine throw by the catcher for Holdrege. That was Jessica Picard, threw a strike down to first base, as the second baseman, Danielle Medlin, came on. She came over behind the runner and was able to pick the runner off. Now I got 1 ball, and so that first out of the inning goes 2-4 on that pickoff. Oh, there's a smash right down the third base line. This time it's caught by the third baseman, Vicki Graham, for the put out. That goes as the second out of the inning, as Krista Dowling is up, first baseman. She singled the first time up, started that big rally in the second inning. She's batting cleanup, and she definitely looks like a hitter up there. All right, 2 out here in the top half of the third inning. The Magic continue to lead by a score of 4-0. Looking in for the sign is Sierra. Here's the pitch. Ooh, there's a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out here in the top half of the third inning. Krista Dowling is the batter. Takes a good look. Oh, high fastball up in her eyes. swung on and fouled back into the screen. Sierra looks for the sign. Oh, they'll try to put a little extra on that one. A little curveball high and outside. Jessica came out from behind the plate and made a fine stop on that ball. Infield's playing at regular depth, not anticipating the bunt. And as hard as she hits the ball, I don't think I'd want to be playing up either. Ooh, change up inside. Jessica turns around and looks at the home plate umpire and says, "Where was that pitch?" All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Sierra likes what she called for there. That's a little low. Ball 4. Looked pretty close, but it was a little low, so that'll go as a base on balls. So 2 outs. Runner on first base brings up Alicia Childers, the shortstop. Oh, she tried to hit that ball to right field as she stepped back with that right foot. Swung through it. Force play at second base as Tammy Bridges is holding close at first as the ball hit to the shortstop. Oh, it took a bad hop. Took a bad hop and it went off her glove. So that'll go as an error on the shortstop. That brings up Shelley Ordaway. The pitcher's got a chance to help her cause again. Runners on first and second, 2 out, 2 errors. There's a pitch. Strike 1 call. She's going to have to take it herself now as the defense is letting Sierra down a little bit out there. So she's firing a little bit harder now with runners on first and second. 2 outs. And her team trailers a ball right back up the middle. Shortstop's got it, fires to first. Tammy makes a good play on the ball and digs that low throw out. As the shortstop, Megan Griggs, fires that ball over to Tammy Bridges, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So for Hansen Brothers Magic here in the top half of the 3rd inning, no runs on 1 hit. 2 runners left on base. And so we go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning, and Holdrege and Kull trails by a score of 4-0. Leading off in the bottom half of the 3rd inning will be Katie Kemp, the center fielder, followed by Wendy Weinman, the left fielder, and Jen Allen. So here it is, the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And Holdrege and Kull will have to get something started here, as Shelley Ordaway, the pitcher for Hansen Brothers Magic, has had her way with Holdrege and Kull here in the first couple innings, as only 1 runner has reached first base, and that was on a walk, and was able to advance to 3rd base. That was Megan Griggs, but she died over there at 3rd base as they came up with no runs in that first inning. So the Magic still continue to lead by a score of 4-0. And here we are in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Four to nothing's the score. Coming in behind home plate now is the catcher for the Magic. That's Lauren Rocotes. And on the mound still is Shelley Ordaway. Brings up Katie Kemp. Got her, stands in the batter's box, takes the first one for a called strike 1. got dual pigtails hanging down. She swings, hits it out to the second baseman, going back for it, and she drops the ball. So there's the first error of the ball game for Hansen brothers, as Emily Surface went back to get that ball, and it just came out of her glove. So on at first base is Katie Kemp on an error by the second baseman. So that brings up Wendy Weinman, the left fielder, number 7. There's a bunt back into the screen. Off with the mask is Lauren, and no play as it hits the backstop. All right, we got a runner on first base. Nobody out. Wendy Weinman, the batter. So, smash! Oh, look what I found in my glove. A bullet over to first base. Wow, what a bang-bang play that was. That was a line to the third baseman, Nicole Picard. She just stuck her glove out there on that hard line drive, and she looked down, and it was sitting in her glove, and she had the presence of mind to throw the ball over to first base for the double play as she doubles up Katie Kemp over there, who was off and running on that smash down the third base line. So good defense on that. Wow, what a play that was. 2 outs now. That's Jen Allen, the batter. Swung on. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, that was quite a play by Nicole Picard, the third baseman. As she was playing up close, and that was a hard smash. As the ball hit to the second baseman, she's over. She picks it up, fires to first base. There's the out. 3 up, 3 down. And we go after 3 complete innings of play. It's Hansen Brothers Magic 4 and Holdrege and Kull Lady Squad 0. Boy, they had a chance there in that their half of the third inning, as they got the leadoff runner on, Katie Kemp, on the air, and then that hard smash down the third baseline that Nicole Picard just made a fantastic play on, and stabbed that line drive going out into the left field. That could have been could have been at least 2, as that ball was hit as hard as it was. But she put her glove down there, snagged it, and made that fine play through to first base to double up the runner. Turned into a double play, killed the inning, and they come up with no runs. So it's a battle of defense, as the defense for Holdrege and Kull has allowed that big second inning with their 4 errors in that inning. And that's the difference in the ball game. So behind the plate, that's Jessica Picard. She'll be talking to her sister tonight when they get home and say, hey, how did you snag that ball at third base? So for Hansen Brothers here in the top half of the 4th inning, we've got Lauren Rocotes, Camille Gould, and Emily Surface will be the batters in this inning in the top half of the 4th inning, as high fives are given out there on the mound. And stepping into the batter's box is Lauren Rocotes.
He'll fix it tonight.
She's doing a little gardening work out there in the batter's box.
Hey, don't get mad at me tomorrow, though.
As Coach Tim Rourke comes over to talk to her. Well, there's a nice pitch. Strike 1 call. All right, Sierra looks in for the, oh, there's a ball, little change up high over her head. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a smash out into center field. That was a bullet out into center field. That line drive goes as a base hit. That was a hard smash out into center field. All right, leadoff batter on. That brings up Camille Gould. Infield's in. All right, one strike call, attempted bunt. Infield moves in. There's swung on, trying to advance that runner down to second base, and foul tipped into the backstop. Lauren Rocotes, who hit that smash out into center field, is playing with a broken finger, so not bad. Imagine what she could do if her finger wasn't broken. She hit that smash out in there. She's over at first base with that single. Camille was on and scored a run her first time up on an error on the second baseman. So no outs here in the top half of the fourth inning, as Sierra looks in, swung on up the middle, could be two, steps on second for one, over to first. She beats it out. Good speed down that first base line by Camille as she forces a runner at second base. On the fielder's choice, she's on at first. That play goes unassisted by the shortstop, Megan Griggs, as she fires to first base just a little bit late, as Tammy Bridges reached out and big stretch, but it was just a little bit late. So Emily Surface, infield is in, playing for a bunt, and she takes a called strike one. As nice pitch in there by Sierra Bealey. All right, Sierra looks in. She's got her sign. Here's the pitch. Oh, another pitch, a little bit high. Ball one, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Ooh, gets by the catcher, Picard, going down to second base on the pass ball. This Camille Gould, she moves into second base with a pass ball on that, on the catcher. Swung on, popped up into the infield. Shortstop calls for it. That's Megan Griggs, and she makes the play very easily. So that goes as a pop to the shortstop for the second out of the evening. And that brings up Rosie Gallion. All right, Sierra looks in. Oh, there's a fastball low. Good defense by Jessica Picard, the catcher. All right, infield is just up at first base by Tammy Bridges. Swung on, little bouncer to the pitcher. She has it, fires to first base. That's the third out of the inning. All right, here in the top half of the fourth inning for Hansen Brothers Magic. One hit, no runs, no errors, one runner left on base, and we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Magic continue to lead Holdrege and Kull by a score of 4-0.
You don't know my dad's past.
All right, don't forget to join us next week for more exciting softball action here from Les Eva Field, Grass Valley's Memorial Park. Ladies fast pitch softball, so be sure to join us next week as we continue all this fine action from Les Eva Field. All right, leading off for Holdrege and Kull now is Tammy Bridges, the first baseman. She's done a good job over there at first base here this evening. She says hi to the umpire as she steps in. This will be her first time up as Shelley Ordaway is pitching a fine game here this evening. She's faced only one batter over the minimum here. So leading off here in the bottom half of the fourth inning is Tammy Bridges. Oh, there's a pitch. Strike called. No balls, one strike. Oh, a ball a little inside. Nice stop. There's a good shot at Timmy. Oh, swung on and missed on a curveball, a little outside, and missed it. High for ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Tammy Bridges. Swung on, fouled back into the screen. No play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the top half of the, the bottom half of the fourth inning. Shelley looks in. Whoa, that's inside, almost hit her. She stepped out of the way. That was when I was over getting the score lineup this evening. I overheard Tammy talking about her new baby. Was not feeling very well here this evening. She almost didn't make it to the game. One of her neighbors came over to babysit so she could suit up and come on over and play first base tonight. So there's some sort of crud growing around, and a lot of people have been getting this intestinal problem with a little fever. There's a ball smashed out into right field. Got to play at first base, but to the speed of Tammy Bridges, beats it out for a base hit as she singles hard out into right field. Good play by the right fielder out there. Camille Gould picked the ball up and fired to first base, but just a little bit late. So this could be the start of a big inning as Tammy Bridges leads off with a single, and that brings up Megan Griggs, the shortstop. That's the first base hit of the ball game for Holdrege and Kull, as Shelley's had her way tonight. There's the ball swung back and fouled into the stand. All right, the sun's gone down now, and it's got a great picture. There's the ball low. Good stop. Good stop by catcher Lauren Coates. I'll get it right. Sorry, Lauren. Swung on, popped back up. Oh, it's a fair ball. Oh, it's fair ball.
No ball. No ball.
No, I guess the umpire called it foul. Looks like it was touched in fair territory, but all right, there's a pitch swung on down the right field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Megan Griggs. She walked her first time up in the first inning to lead off the game, but was and made it all the way over to third base on a pass ball and infield out. Swung on, fouled, just missed the car parked in the street as it goes. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Megan Griggs steps into the batter's box. Here's, ooh, a little low. Ball 3, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tried to cross her up with a little slow curveball. All right, infield in at first and third. Nobody out. Runner on first base. That's Tammy Bridges. Swung on, a bullet down the third base line. Third baseman just out of the outstretched reach of the, that's Nicole Picard over there at third base. Couldn't make a play on that one as it just went over her head. So after retiring 9 in a row, the Holdrege and Kull got a little action going here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 consecutive signals. Goals. I'll get it. A little tongue-tied up here. That brings up Sierra Bealey. She's got a chance to help her own cause now. She looks down for the sign. No balls, 1 strike. Runner on first and second. Nobody out. As the pitch was a little bit high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Swung on, popped up down the third base line. Shortstop comes over, makes a fine play on that. That's Alicia Childers comes over from her shortstop position and makes that play for the first out of the inning. That brings up Ashley Griggs, the swung on. There's a base hit out in the left field. Got to play at third base, and she's forced out. Yes, very good. Nice call by that young man over there calling the third base bag. Good play. That would have been a base hit. However, it goes as a fielder's choice. That goes as she'll get on a fielder's choice, and she's put out at 6 to that's 7 to 5 for the second out. Runner's still on first and second. There's a ball that's fouled back and fouled off the mask of catcher Lauren Rocotes as she kind of shakes it off a little bit. Good thing she had that mask on and has got a broken finger, and now she takes one in the chops. Boy, this is a tough game out there for the catchers. All right, 1 strike count. There's a ball hit out to center fielder. Comes in. She's got the play on it for the third out. That nice play by Honey Holbrook out there in center field. As that rally, as sharp defensive play out there by Hansen brothers made all the difference in that inning. And what could have been a big inning turned into 2 hits and no runs, as good fielding out there by the left fielder for Hansen brothers. That's Shannon Roman, who charged that ball that was hit for a base hit out into left field, and but picked it up and fired to third base with a force out at third, and that kind of killed that inning. So here, after 4 complete innings of play, Hansen brothers continues to lead by a score of 4 to nothing. All right, we go to the top half of the 5th inning, and leading off for Hansen Brothers Magic will be Shannon Roman, followed by Honey Holbrook and Nicole Picard, as Shannon will be leading off, as she made that fine play out there in left field to kind of shut down that rally.
I mind about that. That mystery.
There's the crowd that's looking on at this action here this evening.
I know, huh? Same color as my eyes, right? What? People here.
All right, we've got a change in the pitching for Holdrege. Here is coming in to pitch now is the shortstop, Megan Griggs. And moving over to the shortstop spot will be the second baseman, Danielle Medlin. Let's see what other changes. We still have over at second base. So he had 4 fielders out there waiting for that throw down, and it ends up in center field. That's the way it goes sometimes. All right, they all come in for their little huddle out there on the pitcher's mound. Seems to be a tradition in ladies softball. Going to talk it over, see how they're going to play this inning. This could be the last inning of this game because this game is running a little bit long. So as they discuss the strategy here for this inning with the new pitcher, all right, so Megan Griggs will be doing the pitching. I believe the catcher remains the same. Without numbers on the back of the jerseys is kind of tough. All right, leading off here in the top half, the 5th inning, should be Shannon Roman. Boy, that's Megan Griggs out there on the pitcher's mound. She's got a fast ball, no question about that. She rear back and fires that ball. A little bit high. Ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. She can't afford to walk anybody and get a big inning going because they're trailing 4-0, and they only may have one more chance to bat. So she'll have to hold them here. Another ball. 3 balls, no strikes. So she's forcing it a little bit. All right, Shannon looks down at the coach for the sign. She'll probably be taking this one.
4, go.
And it's ball 4. So Shannon moves down to first base on the walk. That'll bring up Honey Holbrook. She is 1 for 2 here this evening. She struck out and singled. Whoa, boy, she turned around to bunt the ball and almost hit her in the face. Gets by the catcher. Timeout called as catchers are taking a little beating here. She caught it right on the thumb, so that's got to hurt. That's Jessica Picard. She's kind of smiling, but that's got to sting. I've had that happen before.
Yes. No, it's your glove hand. Catch a couple. He's going to try. Throw him hard.
Well, I mentioned earlier that Megan Griggs is throwing the ball in there pretty hard, and sure enough, she's going to have a problem trying to hold. She's going to have to bring in a new catcher in there because she can't do anything with that thumb in that glove. So she'll be taping that up, maybe a sprain of some sort. Now they're going to have to shuffle the lineup again, as I have to bring in a new catcher. And I don't know whether if I was a catcher coming in to have to catch Megan Griggs as hard as she throws the ball. I think maybe I might fade an injury myself. All right, your Nevada County Game of the Week is brought to you by these fine underwriters. Liberty Motors and New Liberty Outlet of Grass Valley. Gary Alkenbrecht, Tom Robino, and Val Vittigan support the Stellar Gymnastics Academy team. It's Liberty Motors and New Liberty Outlet of Grass Valley. And by Hansen Brothers Construction and HPE Rentals of Grass Valley. Helen Horson and Orson Hansen and Sue Peterson support U Sports in Nevada County. Hansen Brothers Construction and HPE Reynolds. Premier Plumbing and Irrigation Supply of Nevada City. Mark and Chuck Ryan, along with Kerry McDonald, are happy to support the Junior Livestock Auction at this year's Nevada County Fair. Premier Plumbing and Irrigation Supply of Nevada City. Grass Valley Glass of Grass Valley. Shauna, Marty, Curtis, and the entire Sawin family support U Sports in Nevada County. That's Grass Valley Glass of Grass Valley. And by the New Accent Lighting of Grass Valley. Owners Donna and Arnold Goldberg are supporters of the Nevada Union Choir. The New Accent Lighting of Grass Valley. Sports Fever of Grass Valley. Owners Jason and Jill Auld support the Nevada County Girls Softball All-Star Team. It's Sports Fever of Grass Valley. And don't forget Touchdown Productions, Nevada County's leader in sports television.
Bruce, how you doing?
And don't forget to join us next week as we continue with women's fast pitch softball. All coming to you from Grass Valley Memorial Park. It's the Les Eva Field here in beautiful Grass Valley, California. So remember to stay tuned as we present women's fast pitch softball only on your Nevada County Game of the Week. Your leader in sports television since 1997. All right, now we've got change of catcher. Score still remains at 4-0. The catcher now, who had just gone in to play shortstop, will now move to behind the plate, and that is Danielle Medlin. She was at second base. Now she moved to shortstop. Now she came into the catch. So she's been all over the field here tonight. The runner on second base is Shannon Roman, who went by on that pass ball that put the Jessica Picard out of the game with a sore thumb. So new catcher is Danielle, and Megan's out there firing the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. A bunt right down back to the first baseman. Tammy makes a good play on the ball at first base on that inside throw. So we got a runner on third base. That'll go as a sacrifice. All right. That brings up Nicole Picard. She popped out to the catcher and lined out to the third baseman her next time up. That pitch is low by Megan. Blocked in the dirt by all right, Megan looks in for the sign. There's a ball swung on, fouled back into the screen for a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Runner on third base is Shannon Roman. There's a ball popped up in the infield. Megan makes the catch as she calls off everybody for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Krista Dowling, the first baseman. Krista has singled and walked in her 2 times at the plate tonight. She hit the ball hard her first time up. There's the ball inside. 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning. Hansen Magic continues to lead. There's a ball. It's strike one call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield is in a little bit. Infield is a medium depth. Oop, there's a strike call. Little curve ball. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third base here in the top half of the 5th inning. There's a ball hit up the middle. New shortstop has got it. Long throw to first base. And just a little bit late as the runner comes in to score the 5th run of the ball game. That ball was hit very hard, and the speed of Krista Dowling running down to first base to be able to beat that throw. All right, still 2 down. Runner in. That brings the score to 5-0, and the batter is Alicia Chandler's. Ball coming back up here just over the backstop into the commander doorway out into the street. So Alyssa Childers, the shortstop, is up. She has singled and was on an error. So she's 1 for 2. Ball hit down to the third baseman. Big play over to first base. Big stretch by Tammy. She's got it. That ends the inning. So here in the top half of the 5th inning, a leadoff walk, a sacrifice, an infield single, and 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. And at the end of 4.5 complete innings of play, it's the Hansen brothers Magic women's fast pitch ladies 5 and Holdrege and Kull 0. So we go to now it's the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's the last chance for Holdrege here as they're going to have to come up with some big runs, I believe, as the time factor is just about ready to run out. Both teams come into this game with the records of 6-1, and so the winner of this game, as it stands at this juncture in this game, if the score remains as it is, Hansen brothers will then have a 7-1 record, and Holdrege and Kull will have 6-2. So it's they'll take undisputed first place here in this ladies recreational league, as all the players come out to the pitcher's mound to discuss their strategy.
Well, I know what it's
We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Leading off
Charlie Williams.
for Holdrege will be Danielle Midland, followed by Carla Kempen and Vicki Graham. Danielle has only been up once, and she flew out to center field her first time up. She's come in to catch.
No, I'm not practicing. I'm waiting for blue.
As Shelly Ordaway still doing a great job out there on the mound for this Hansen brothers team. There's a good curveball strike. No balls, 1 strike. Holdrege and Kull squad, they need some base runners. There's the ball, a little inside. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. That ball was a little high. Ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Good shot of Shelly Ordaway. Oh, that ball was a little inside. Swung back right into the camera. Shelly had a good, Danielle had a good cut at that Shelly fastball. There's a strike 3 called. First out of the inning is Coming up to bat now is Carla Kemp, the right fielder. There's a called strike one. As Shelley continues her mastery out there on the mound. Swung on, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. There's a pitch a little bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Ooh, there's a good pitch. And everybody in the stand wants to know where that ball is. Ball inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ooh, inside. Ball 4. There's a base runner on a walk. That brings up Vicki Graham, the third baseman, number 8. She struck out her first time up in the 2nd inning and on a pass ball by the catcher, but was able to pick the ball up and fire to first base.
For the light. You got your keys for the light. Could I get somebody to turn those on for me, please? Right here, this big old gray box, the handle. The lock is unlocked. Pull it out.
Umpire is called for the lights to be turned on, as the sun has completely gone down in the west. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west, so I guess I got that one right. All right. Vicki Graham steps into the batter's box. Runner on first base. Shelley misses on that first pitch for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. She's had great control this whole game. All of a sudden, she's trying to just kind of lay it in there, and there's a ball, curve ball, swung on a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vicki struck out her first time up, as we had mentioned. That was a smash back to the pitcher, over to second for 1. Down to first, not in time. Great defensive play, though, as the shortstop, Alicia Childers, came over and got that ball. Fired it to over to first base, but just not in time. So on the fielder's choice, that goes 1 to 6. So the runner is on at first base is Vicki Graham, and that brings up Katie Kemp, the center fielder. And she attempts a bunt. Strike 1. Lights have been turned on here at Les Eva Park, but have not taken any effect yet. It'll be a little while for that to happen, but Shelley looks in for the sign. So there's a smash off the shortstop's foot. That'll have to go as a base hit, as that was a hard smash down to the shortstop as Alicia came over to field the ball. Kind of took a crazy hop, hit her on the left ankle, and ricocheted over to the second baseman, Emily Surface, and she picked the ball up, held the runner at second base. So here with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 5th inning, got runners on first and second now, and that brings up Wendy Weinman. As Lauren Rocott does a 360 in the catcher's box. All right, 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on, a fly ball to right field. Coming in for his right fielder. She makes the play. That was Rosie out there who came in, made the play on that fly out to the right field. So here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, Holdrege and Kull leave 2 runners stranded on the base as there was one hit, a fielder's choice, a walk, 2 runners left on base, and after 5 complete innings of play, score still remains 5-0. We look in at the dugout of Hansen brothers.
No, I'm going to go. We're on overtime.
They got a very solid team. Tonight, they've played excellent defense. They've only made a couple of miscues, but it hasn't cost them anything. And the fine pitching out there by Shelley Ordaway. And put those two combinations together, and you've got a 5-0 lead. So here in the top half, the 6th inning, that'll bring up Jen Allen. All right, Shelley Ordaway leads off here in the top half the 6th inning. Swung on. Out into short left field, coming in for it. Nobody can make a play. So Shelley leads off with a single here in the top half the 6th inning. Well, another Picard has come back in to catch, and moving out into the shortstop position is Danielle, has moved out to shortstop. Now the batter for Hansen Brothers now is catcher Lauren Rocotes. Broken finger and all. There's a smash up the center field again. She continues to hit that ball with that broken finger. Second hit of the game for Lauren, as she's 2 for 3. And that'll bring up to the plate Camille Gould, who is runners on first and second here with nobody out, as Hansen Brothers continues to. Oh, she could. Pass ball gets by the catcher Picard, and going down to third base and over to second is Ordaway, and there's a smash to the shortstop, fires to first. Good play by Tammy. Back over to third. A little bit late with the throw. That's good heads-up play out there by Tammy Bridges, who made a fine play at first base and fired to third. So that'll go as a run will come in to score. And Camille is out. Emily Surface is now the batter. Oh, there's a bunt. Holds the runner to third, over to back home. A good throw will get her, and they got her. Good throw by Tammy Bridges. Bang, bang play in there, and sure enough, that's the third out of the inning.
All right, ladies, let's go.
Well, if I can catch up with my scorecard here, that went 1-3 to 2. Everybody got in the action on that for the double play, and that ends the inning as Lauren tried to score, and there was the ball was there and plenty of time to get her. So here in the top half the 6th inning, 2 hits, 1 run. And Hansen Brothers magic goes into the bottom of the 6th inning, but still leading by a score now of 6-0. 6-0 here as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning.
We're on overtime, so as soon as you catch them, here we go.
Okay, bottom of the 6th inning. Do or die now for Holdrege and Kull, as Jen Allen will be leading off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. All right, Shelley Ordway still on the mound for Hansen brothers. Swung on, a line drive to shortstop. First out, first pitch. That'll bring up Tammy Bridges. She singled her first time up, got the first hit of the ball game for this Holdrege and Kull team. There's a base hit right up the middle. Could be no play on it. Yes, she beat it out with that intense speed that she's got going down to first base. Infield beats out that infield single, as that was just bounced over Shelley Ordway's head, and the shortstop came over and made a fine play on the ball, but that was Alicia Childers, but she fired a shot to first base, but just a little late. All right, that brings up Megan Griggs. She has pitched the last 2 innings, coming in from her shortstop position. She has walked and singled her first 2 times up in this game. There's the pitch just outside. Ball 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here in the inside, going down to second base. Good slide in there by Tammy Bridges. I don't know if that was a good call or not by Tammy. The ball didn't get by the catcher very far. When you're trailing by 6-0, you need base runners. You don't need to be thrown out at second base. Well, she knows her speed, and she was able to beat that throw. Oh, swung on. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Megan Griggs. As we have a runner on second base on the pass ball. There's another pass ball, gets by the catcher, and no play. So she's got something in her eye, right? So Tammy moves over to third base on the pass ball. Now she's definitely in scoring position here with 1 out. Timeout's called, as going out is Lauren she's got something in her eye, and well, she tries to get what it is. Might be a piece of dirt. She's rolling around the dirt back there, and it all right, she says, I think I'm fine now. She'll go back behind the plate. All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on third base. Shelley looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Whoa, smashed down the third base line. Just foul. Young man over there at the umpire at third base. He's done a fine job out there. He's made some fine calls, and he's very authoritative out there with his calls. He knows exactly what's going on. Nice job. Swung on, fouled back into the screen as Megan Griggs continues to hang in there with that 3-2 count as Shelley continues to throw strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Look out, inside ball 4. So Megan draws the walk. Runners on first and third. 1 out. Brings up Sierra Bealey. It says Sierra steps up to the plate. She's got a chance here to bring home the run. Score still remains 6-0 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Swung on, fouled down the right field line. No play. 1 ball, 1 strike. RC down there doing the camera work on the first base line. Oh, swung on, a ground ball to third base, over to second. Nope, had a play, but coming in to score is Tammy. Tammy comes in to score. And safe at second base on that fielder's choice. And the error.
Man is out.
Coach comes out. That's Tim Rourke. He comes out to talk to his team as they were sailing along here, not making any miscues, and has a little talk with him. Now the umpire crew meets. All right, that brings up Ashley Griggs. One out, runners on first and second. Infield is playing in. This is the Ashley Griggs, the little 14-year-old we were talking about earlier in the game. She's a very competitive young lady. Chokes up on the bat. Ball gets by the catcher again. Going on down to advancing on the pass ball. So now we have runners on second and third with 1 out. Going to change pitchers now, it looks like. Coming in from our left field, no, we're going to change catchers, it looks like. Because the catcher has got something in her eye, and she's a lot of passed balls. She has more than her share here in this inning compared to the whole game. All right, let's see where she'll go. She'll go out to right field. I mean, out to left field.
Let's watch Jesse.
All right, your Nevada County Game of the Week is brought to you by these fine underwriters. Ernie's Van and Storage and American Red Ball Movers of Grass Valley. Owners Stuart and Douglas Sowell support sports television on Channel 11 FCAT. Ernie's Van and Storage and American Red Ball Movers of Grass Valley. And by Plaza Tire and Auto of Nevada City and Penn Valley. Mark, Mike, and Fred Hauser are proud to support NU football. It's Plaza Tire and Auto of Nevada City and Penn Valley. And by Nevada City Auto Parts of Nevada City. Byron Ammon and his staff is a proud supporter of Nevada Union minor football. It's Nevada City Auto Parts of Nevada City. The House of Print and Copy of Grass Valley. Sandy Conley is this year's duckatator for the Rotary Club's $1 Million Duck Race. The House of Print and Copy of Grass Valley. And the New Walker's Office Supply of Grass Valley. Mike Anderson is a proud sponsor of Little League Baseball. The New Walker's Office Supply of Grass Valley. And by Hairlines of Nevada City. Michelle Brown is a proud sponsor of NU Junior Minor Football. Hairlines of Nevada City. And by Touchdown Productions, Nevada County's leader in sports television. Don't forget to join us this week and next week as we continue with women's fast-pitch softball coming to you from Les Eva Field here in Grass Valley's Memorial Park. So remember to tune in this week and next week as we present women's fast-pitch softball only on your Nevada County Game of the Week, your leader in sports television since 1997. All right, let's get back to action now as Ashley Griggs steps into the batter's box with a 2-ball count, 2 balls, no strikes. Looks down at the coach for the sign if she'll be taking this pitch or not. The new catcher in the ball game is the left fielder, Shannon Roman, has come in to catch. There's a pitch. Swung on and missed. Little curveball. And was. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike. There's the pitch. There is a line drive, and she can take it herself. The second unassisted double play. That's your ball game for tonight as Ashley hit the ball solid, but the second baseman came over. That was Emily Surface and made that play and stepped on the bag for the unassisted double play. So here in the bottom half of the 6th inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 force out, an unassisted double play. We had it all here this evening. And Holdrege and Kull squad pick up 1 run on the 1 hit. And after 6 full, and the game is over. Hansen Brothers Magic wins this exciting match here this evening by a score of 6-1. And now with this victory that in tonight's game, the Hansen Brothers Magic team has taken over first place in this women's league with a record of 7 wins and 1 loss, and Holdrege and Kull will stay in second place with a win-loss record of 5 wins and 2 losses. So that was a very exciting game here this evening. The big inning tonight was the 2nd inning when Hansen Brothers came up with 2 hits, but they scored 4 runs on 4 errors. And that was the difference in your ball game here this evening as Hansen Brothers goes on to win this game by a score of 6-1. So don't forget to join us this week and all next week for this fine women's Nevada County, Western Nevada County Recreational League. And your producer for tonight's game, the executive producer, is Gilbert M. Dominguez. Graphics tonight done by Marissa Dominguez. Nice job. And your camera operators for tonight's game are Josh Black, Ars C. Cameron, and Paul Riggs. And Casey Dominguez, we left him out, but he was out there doing diligence out there with the cameras. And your announcer for tonight's game, this has been Marty Mortensen bringing you the play-by-play of this exciting ladies fast-pitch softball. Very exciting. Remote facilities tonight were provided by the commander, as always. Don't forget to send us your comments to Touchdown Productions, 12101 Jones Bar Road, Nevada City, California, 95959. It's 274-2206. We accept all comments, both good and bad. And don't forget to check us out on the new website. It's Touchdown Productions That's touchdownproductions.com, and you can also find us at tdssports@jps.net. So once again, your final score here tonight, Hansen Brothers Magic come up with 6 runs on 6 hits, and they defeat the lady squad from Holdrege and Kull by a score of 6-1. 4 hits tonight for the Holdrege squad, and one run. So all this exciting action will continue this week and into next week as we continue to bring you the Western Nevada County Lady Recreational League here in Les Leva Park in Grass Valley, California. Beautiful night tonight. The lights now have taken effect for the next game. However, don't forget to join us next week and every week for Touchdown Productions Nevada County's Game of the Week. So for the entire crew tonight, this is Marty Mortensen saying good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time.